What's up, everybody? So we're back from PG. We've been up here for a little bit actually, but I haven't busted the camera out yet because we're doing some grounds and we were hooking up our coolant temp sensor and putting in our fuel pressure gauge. So I have all of those things now. My motor mount's even shown up. I'll show you guys those in a second. But we wanted to get all the small things out of the way before we jump back on camera. So we're doing a little bit of messing around with the CPS and changing some values on the computer. We have fuel. We rewired the pump. Mike found the first leak immediately, so we fixed that. And now we're moving on to just getting ignition right. Hopefully we can get this thing to pop pretty soon.
What the fuck?
Trying to get the CPS installed correctly. But otherwise, everything in here is working fabulously. Everything is reading on the computer. We have all of our sensors reading properly, so I'm super stoked on this side of things. So as soon as we can get that figured out, we get the timing light to flash 10 degrees before top dead center, we'll be ready to see if we can get this thing to turn on today. So we have ECU, we have fuel, no idle air control yet, so I gotta hold my foot down and it starts a little rough because I don't think we're perfectly on point with the ignition timing. And of course there's a couple of leaks and whatnot, but I think everything is good for the most part. So I'm just happy it starts. We're good there. I can't stop doing that. I'm so fucking excited that the car started. But today I came up to kind of button up some other little things like these. Super excited about these actually. I ordered these on eBay. I'm spacing the name of the company that I bought them from currently. I will throw the name and the link in the description. Pretty happy with them, actually. Not bad for $40 solid mounts. Just got to tighten these studs in a little bit, swap these out for the mounts that I have in the car right now. Then I can actually go ahead and solid mount my transmission mount. And then this will be sturdy. And actually I was digging through old parts and I might run the two-piece just to get her driving. Because I mean at this point there's really nothing stopping me from driving it other than fine-tuning the tune a little bit. I just need to throw some fluid in the trans, throw some fluid in the diff. I'm gonna do another oil change before I go because I mean we were turning it over for a while yesterday with fuel on, so I don't know how much fuel is in the oil or if any. I mean we're at very beginning stages of this thing starting, so just a lot of little things, a lot of buttoning it up yesterday. I got my grounds taken care of too. That was kind of a pain in the butt to do on a harness that was already clicked in to the ECU, but now my grounds are good. And that was the final step, I guess, to get this thing to start. As soon as we put that ground in, my buddy was able to get everything set up on the computer to get it to spark and throw fuel under crank, which was awesome. So that was super good news. And like you just saw, it started up. So again, I'm going to get the trans mount finished up. I know I've been saying that for a couple days, but today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do these motor mounts, but that means I gotta move this thing out of the garage. So a little bit of setting up to do, but it shouldn't take me long, and then we can kind of get right into things. So I think what I'm gonna do first here is get it up in the air, and I wanna look to see how much room I have on the bolts for the trans mount to see what kind of solutions I come up with for mounting on it. I'll show you guys what I mean here in a second. This is where it needs to mount. This little plate right here. I have like no clearance to get a bolt in there. So I don't know. So I just need to measure a couple things, make sure that this is indeed where I want it. It looks good. I'm pretty sure we took some measurements before and it's like right where the factory one sat. So, I mean, we're looking pretty good. But I want to wrap my brain around this for a little bit before I make any decisions from here. So I'm gonna kind of take a bit to just stare at this and we'll come up with a solution. All right, now after staring at that for a while, I did come up with a solution. As you can see, I've got my very sketchy pole holding my transmission up just a little bit here. Took this plate off from the bottom of the trans that you saw that used to connect to right there, And this was part of the old transmission mount, so bolt just kind of went through the middle and that held it to the actual rubber mount, and then it had the little rubber arms coming off. What I'm gonna do is sink that through there like that, and I'm gonna grind the head of this bolt down a little bit and then prep each surface, put a couple welds around it, and then this bolt will come through this, and then I'll be able to put a nice little nut on the bottom of it right there. So I'm thinking this is gonna be the perfect length. This is essentially gonna sit. I'm thinking that this is gonna be the perfect length because it's gonna sit, even if it touches the bottom of the trans, give me plenty of thread to put a nut on there. So I'm happy with that. We'll see how it goes. If I need to, buy an OEM mount, but I couldn't find one, so this is my solution. And this was my idea all put together. Basically just ran a bolt through that hole, tacked it in place, and there's a nut on the bottom here. So now that that's looking good, we're gonna move our way forward to these guys. We're gonna get these changed out for our solid mounts. But the hustle's on for today because it's Sunday and we all gotta work tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get as much as I can done so I can go home and enjoy the rest of my day. But engine mounts, and then maybe we'll take a look at this catch can too, because I've had some other ideas. We'll figure something out. That's kind of like on the very end of the list of things to do. But now that it's started, we can kind of just focus on getting it rolling. I'm going to empty all of the fluid out of the transmission as well and change that today too. So let's bust these mounts out quick so we get to some fluid changes. Hopefully this thing might roll today. We'll see. We do have to plumb the clutch hydraulics as well. That's the last thing I really need to do in order to get it to move after putting the drive shaft in. So get all that stuff done and see where we get today. What you doing?
Stupid LS valve covers. Nobody likes them.
Yeah. Also, the valve covers are just like, they have so much dirt and grime in them that like it's impossible to get a clean weld on these right now.
Yep. Even after they've been cleaned in the degreaser for like 2 hours straight, and then like. Oh, there's a fluid block that looks pretty nice.
There is.
Yeah. What?
Engine mounts. Getting sidetracked. All right, I'll throw these together real quick, show you kind of what we're working with. There we go. We got some assembled engine mounts. Let's get the old ones out now. So, just like that, we got the motor just lifted up here, suspended. He's got his mount out. So they sit like this. Oh, excuse me, they sit like that, where they're kind of offset, where this is in the middle and this is towards the outside of the car. That means this one is going to sit in there just like that. So I should be able to fail filming this terribly. Slide it in just like that. I'm going to bolt the top one in and then let them fall into their spots. And we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, that would have been tough to film, but they're in. Solid motor mounts are in, solid trans mounts in. We're mounted, boys and girl. Maybe, probably not. But we are mounted, so might try to throw this drive shaft in and see if we get this thing to move real quick. Would that be a bad idea?
No, it's always a great idea to just, you know, let it buck.
Throw a miscellaneous amount of gear lube in the trans so it'll move and then see if we can drive it. I don't have LSD. I don't have LSD additive, but
well, just don't use limited slip.
no.
So here we are. We got Mike over here holding the dashboard for this hoopty.
So we finished most of the small stuff. I need a clutch hose. Other than that, I need a drive shaft and some stuff for the suspension in the back. So we're not gonna be able to drive it today. But I figure we might as well put the dash back in when we're here, because I want to see what my car is going to look like. Push it my way a bit more.
You were a lot more. The wheel's perfectly
Oh yeah.
installed.
Very stoked. So I'm gonna clean some of that up real quick. I'm gonna clean up in here, put the other seat back in. And I just wanna sit in it, almost complete. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's pretty mint.
I'm super stoked about this, dude. You have no idea. We're almost done. All the important stuff should be done. As you guys know, like it was running. We need to get a better tune put on it, get a couple more gaskets and a drive shaft and some suspension, and it's ready to go. So I mean, at this point, we're pretty much ready to push it off to the side until we can get the components that we need to get it rolling. But no words. I'm so excited. I mean, might not seem like that long of a process because there's not, like, we don't have a ton of content on YouTube on this, but man, oh man, this has been a long process. Mike's happy that it's done.
Yeah, I'm trying to dealing with this car, honestly.
But we're on the home stretch, right?
So,
What you doing?
put my janky downpipe back on
Ooh.
because right now I'm too lazy to actually build another one, new one. Open downpipe.
Sounds amazing.
It does. It really does. But I want to fix that.
Yeah, and well, he didn't have time to make a new downpipe. He did have time to make sure all the mating surfaces were flat, because that apparently was an issue. Whoever put this thing together before you just deserves a fucking award.
Oh yeah. See that?
Yeah, what?
Look at that, like 120 degree, like.
Bring our light over here, Mr. Lightman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like dumb.
Not ideal, but it'll work. It'll make your car not exceedingly loud.
Ideally, what I want to do is 2.5-inch downpipe to figure right about here, bump it out to 3, and all the way back. Just straight piped, bud. Like your mom.
Jeez, man. Well, it's a good thing you know how to TIG weld, though, because we have access to some nice stainless, which means, since that's parked over there now and almost done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, like.
Boy gonna make me an exhaust.
Just like I've been waiting on that 2.5 for mine.
Hey,
Or am I in line?
you're in line. Yep.
And because I like grease.
Indeed. Grease it up, my man.
Just gonna reuse the old gaskets that are all like foobarred.
I've seen worse.
I've done worse.
Mike is not impressed.
No, I'm not impressed. Ah, bitch.
Oh. Do it.
Literally not a one-person job. Just because of how shitty this is.
Upgrade. Lighting situation.
Like, dude, come on, get up and come on, please. Start at least, you twat face.
Well then. We can see if that horrendous exhaust is gonna hold. See if those copper spray gaskets are gonna hold.
It
That's
works.
a better question.
Stuff works.
Make sure it ain't in gear. Don't be running into my car. Hey, I care. You old shit. Man, I'm tired.
Back up in the air.
Oh yeah, why?
It's like smacking the bumper.
Ooh. Well, we're gonna fix this, but this is the part of the night where I think I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna figure out this exhaust situation, and then I think we're gonna just upgrade from here. So we'll do a video on maybe making your Conquest not sound like shit. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you haven't already. I just released some other videos, so go check those out. Those are super rad, and I hope to see you in the next video. You guys take it easy. You are an awful, awful man.